Turning now to Washington and President Trump coming under fire from former military leaders and members of his own party for using force to drive peaceful protesters from outside the White House and his threats to send the military into states. Senior congressional correspondent Mary Bruce has the latest on all of that. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Amy. Well, as thousands of protesters gathered here outside of the White House this weekend, the president was at home behind this massive new fortified fence. The White House is now almost completely surrounded by more than a mile of this fencing. The president walled in and increasingly isolated as he is facing a growing rebuke from his own party and top military leaders. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell, one of the nation's most prominent Republicans, now joining the growing chorus condemning the president with a blistering critique.
He lies. He lies about things. And he gets away with it because people will not hold him accountable.
Outraged at Trump's threat to use military force against American citizens, Powell says he's voting for Joe Biden. He didn't vote for Trump in 2016 either, and now Powell is calling out Republicans in Congress for not speaking up.
Even more troubling, the Congress would just sit there and not in any way resist what the president's doing.
One Republican who is Senator Mitt Romney, there among the thousands marching for change in Washington this weekend.
We need to stand up and say that Black Lives Matter.
No peace. While inside the White House, President Trump fired off tweets downplaying the crowds and demanding law and order, and announcing he's ordered National Guard troops to withdraw from Washington, saying everything is under perfect control. As House Democrats today outline sweeping police reforms, Attorney General Bill Barr insists there is no systemic racism in U.S. law enforcement.
I think there's racism in the United States still, but I don't think that the law enforcement system is systemically racist. I understand the distrust, however, of the African American community given the history in this country.
Barr defended the use of force against protesters outside the White House last week to clear the way for the president's photo op. Barr insists it was not a peaceful demonstration, and when pressed on the use of munitions to disperse the crowd, he falsely claimed pepper spray is not a chemical irritant.
There were not chemical irritants. Pepper spray is not a chemical irritant. It's not chemical.
Now, experts tell us that is simply not the case. The CDC classifies pepper spray as a chemical irritant. Bottom line, Robin, force was used here on what at the time were peaceful protesters.
And that is the bottom line. All right. Thank you so much, Mary. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.